Good morning, everybody, or should I say good afternoon? Yo, it's afternoon already. Welcome to the 18 people that have joined us, and we hope others will join us. I'm Margaret, and I'm very happy to be sharing some thoughts with you and some tips and some knowledge on retail selling. Retail selling is a huge, huge challenge, especially in South Africa, but let's see what we have to present to you today. Welcome, everybody. There's our big welcome. And to those that are on their way, it's a terrible, terrible weather in Cape Town today. You're all lucky to be at home, to be listening to this from home or wherever you are, on your phones or in front of your computers. So as usual, we learn by repeating things. We learn by repetition. Can you hear me? Can you all hear me? Can I just see one or two show of hands to say you can hear me? It looks like you can hear me. I don't see anyone saying they can't hear me. Okay, so by way of introduction, we learn by repetition. So we always have the first few screens for all of our training. We have to repeat it because there are always new people joining in the training for the first time. So as forever business owners, FBOs, it's essential to uphold the values and policies of Forever Living products. Recruiting new members into the Forever business is a responsibility that comes with ensuring they understand the company's policies, procedures, and compliance standards. I wish I could see a show of hands of how many people actually read the company policy, and that is part of the challenge we have. I always encourage people to read the company policy one section at a time, and if there's something you don't understand, contact us. We'll give you all our contact details a little bit later, and we're here to answer your questions and to assist you where we can. So now we learn about the role of the upline. The upline refers to the sponsor or mentor who introduces new FBOs to the business. It is the responsibility of the upline to guide and support new recruits, ensuring they are well versed in Forever company policy procedures and compliance. The support from the Home Office and the FBO support team. The Home Office in Southern Africa and the FBO support team are dedicated to assisting FBOs in understanding and complying with policies. FBOs can reach out to the support team via email at flpsupport@forever.co.za or the WhatsApp number, the support number, which is, it's on a WhatsApp, so it will be 064 636 8968. These are for queries, not for placing orders, just for answering questions. So send us a question and we will answer you on that WhatsApp number. We are there for assistance and guidance. So all of these recordings are recorded. All the training is recorded. So if you've missed the previous company policy trainings, you can watch and catch up by going to our YouTube page or joining the Forever Southern Africa -- that's part of it, for FBO Training and Support Facebook group. So you go to YouTube and you go to company policy trainings. There in the center are all the trainings that's been done before. The very first one was on compliance. And there they are. So if there's something that you've missed or you want to share with your team, they're all about an hour long, as you can see. And that's where they are. You can even send that to your teams if they need to go over anything that they need to know. So today's topic is retail selling. So much. It's not very big part of the company policy. I'll tell you exactly where to find it. under section 16, prohibited activities, it's crucial, very important to understand that prohibited means not allowed. So in this section 16 of the company policy, it's all the things that FBOs are not allowed to do. But today we are focusing on retail selling. Paragraph 16.02H. It starts off with selling in stores. Stores are all retail, so we're talking about selling in stores. According to our company policy, our products must not be sold or displayed at a chemist, a flea market, a shopping mall, or any other retail store. Any forever business owner found doing this will face disciplinary action. Additionally, our legal department at the Home Office in America can take action against the owners of any venue allowing our products to be sold or displayed. And we've had 1 or 2 cases where someone has seen the compliance department are all over. Someone has reported seeing a table. They take a photograph of it. They send it to us. We contact the people if we can find them. And if we can't, we contact the legal department. We contact the management of that shopping center, and twice they've quickly removed that table because our legal department will close them down. And it sounds very serious, and it's not an idle threat. So on the right of the screen now is an article that has been repeatedly published for many years in our various magazines. Despite this, it appears that some FBOs are still not fully understanding it. Therefore, I have highlighted and explained the concept of an exhibition. Now, what is written here, you might not be able to read it. It's quite small, but it is exactly the same words that's in the company policy. The little bits in red, I'm going to read it, and the little bits in red is what I have added just to make it easier for FBOs to understand. So I'm going to read it. Listen or follow in your company policies. We found our products being sold in chemists, are focused on shopping malls, and this is seen in a very serious light and falls under the section prohibited activities in the company policy. So in red, I'm said, please see the article below, extracted from the company above section of the company policy. Words in italics added to make it clearer for FBOs to understand. So now an FBO is prohibited, meaning not allowed, from permitting company products to be sold or displayed in retail stores. They've got military PXs. Remember, this is an American company. We don't have military PXs here, but in America, they have military bases. And in those military bases, they have shops and things. So you can't sell it on a military base. Swap meets is where people have swap things. You know, you bring this and I'll bring that, and they swap. You can't have it there. Flea markets or the like. Then I've added chemists, clicks, Pick and Pay, Dis-Chem, ShopRite, shopping malls, health stores, and things like that. However, exhibitions for a period of less than 1 week in a 12-month period at the same venue are considered temporary and are therefore permitted after receiving written approval from head office. So what people do is they'll send me an email and they'll say, I wish to attend I'm just saying, wellness fair in Durban on such and such a date. They often send me a whole pamphlet of what it's all about. They'll send me the booking form to show they've booked a stall, etc. And then we go through all of that, and we are happy when someone has paid a fee to put up their table or book their stall. That tells us it's a well-run It's not just a table at the back of a church or something like that. Also, an FBO who has a service-oriented office, like a barber shop, a hairdresser, beauty shop, or health club, like a gym, is permitted to display and sell products within their office, shop, or club, meaning the products pertaining to that particular shop. We'll go through that in more detail a little bit later on. However, exterior signs or windows displayed by such FBOs to advertise the sale of company products are prohibited. So even if you have a spa, let's say, and you've got our beauty products there, you cannot put a sign in the window advertising it. An FBO is prohibited from selling or marketing Forever brand products except it be in its original packaging. That means no decanting of products. You cannot have a bottle of gel and sell it by a little, what do they call those little cups? Tot measures or something. However, products may be promoted and served in restaurants by the glass or portion. I must tell you, a few years ago, I was in Pretoria, and one of the managers took me to a little restaurant. It was called Isabella's. I don't even know if it still exists. And on the menu, they had a berry shake or a berry something. I ordered one of those. It was so delicious. It was aloe berry nectar. I don't know if it had yogurt in it or ice cream. I'm not sure. And it had decoration with some green leaves and some berries. It was very beautifully presented. It was on the menu, sold by the glassful, and it was very delicious. Then, very important, in red, action will be taken against FBOs found in breach of company policy, as detailed above. Let's protect our business and report any such activities to head office immediately. If you see something like that, and immediately you know it's wrong, the best thing to do is to take a photograph of the stall, of the stand. Try and find out the name of the FBO. Ask for a business card. So the more information we receive, the better it is for us to contact the people, which is that's our first choice. We would only contact the management of the mall if we got no way with contacting the person that's often they will employ someone, pay them a few rand and get someone totally that knows nothing about the product to sit there and sell the product. And if you think about the disservice that is to people buying the products, and what about the integrity of the company's name? When you have someone that doesn't know, you ask a question and they don't know anything about the product because they're just being paid to sit there because the FBO knows that it's wrong and the FBO won't sit there because someone might take a photo of it and send it to head office. So let's think about these things. They are very serious. And on the next page, we'll talk to you more about exhibitions and where you can display your product. So here we are. You are permitted to participate in an exhibition for up to 7 days at the same venue. And these are examples of exhibitions: a church or school bazaars, beauty or wellness fairs, business or trade fairs, sports expos, like there's golf days, there's school sports days, animal shows like cat and dog and horse shows. Remember, you can attend various exhibitions as long as you do not stay at the same venue for more than 7 days in a 12-month period. So let's say you're having on Saturday coming, let's say there's a church bazaar. The next Saturday, let's say there's a wellness fair somewhere. The next Saturday, there's another church bazaar. The next Saturday, there's a golf day. You can be at a different place on a different day. It's normally Saturdays or Sundays, as long as you're not at the same place for 7 days in a 12-month period. So you can, even if the same church has a bazaar twice a year, you've only been there one day and 6 months later, another day. That's only 2 days at the same venue. So if you just think about that and expand the mind and look for the opportunities where you can safely attend and exhibit and sell your products. Approved materials and advertising. If you wish to use posters at your store, so let's say there's a dog show and you've got posters up, you know, some of our banners, or you plan to set up a branded gazebo. It's hot, it's the middle of summer, you buy a gazebo to protect your products and you want to put Forever Living products or some kind of branding. You need to submit a draft of the branding for approval. So you would take whatever you wanted to a graphic designer or a printing company, you say, this is what the gazebo looks like, this is what I'd like to put where, then they will send us a proof. Do not forget that all advertising must be sent to head office for approval. FBO support@forever.co.za. For company approved logos, photos, and color guides, you may visit the following FBO website. Maybe you'd like to take a photo of the screen or just copy this down, but I'm going to say it very slowly. So it will be https://brandfolder.com/forever-living/FBO. Here you will find everything you need. And when they talk about color guides, there's a certain yellow or a certain green. You can't just put a red eagle on a blue aloe branch. Everything is, there's a branding manual that our marketing department receives from America every year, and we keep up to date, and we are not allowed to use certain logos that are out of date, to make quite sure that everything is perfectly done. Remember, you're representing the company, you're representing Rex Morn, you're representing, he's not here, but his family are here, Greg, Aiden, our executives. You're representing an international company with a wonderful reputation. Always, always know that you're not just doing that for yourself. You're doing this for your customers, you're doing this for your team, and you're doing it for the company. So I hope that this information does help you. So now let's look at retail store restrictions. Just think about this, FBOs. If we allow our products to be sold at retail stores, like shopping malls or chemists or any other retail locations, it undermines the role of FBOs. This would give an unfair advantage to some FBOs over others. For instance, why should a customer buy from you if they can purchase the same product at a retail store? And what always comes to mind is you have a couple of customers, maybe workmates, maybe school friends, maybe in your neighborhood. You've got your regular customers. These regular customers also happen to go to the mall, maybe once a week or once a month. They're passing a table, or they're passing a chemist, or they're passing and they find our products are on sale there. Now, why should they think I've now got to go back 10 kilometers to wherever I stay to meet this lady that supplies me with my products? I can just go in here and buy it here. Can you see? It would kill the business to the point where they will not need FBOs. That's just one of the reasons, if you think about why we don't sell anything at retail stores or shopping malls or things like that, or chemists. If you see anything, like I've said before, take a photograph. If it's a chemist, try and send us the name of the chemist, the contact number. We'll go find this place on Google, we contact them. It's difficult to find the right people at times. Now we even have the MAC team that we can send the MAC team into these places to check whether the products have been removed. Okay, so let's look at some important distinctions. A table at a shopping mall or in the parking area is not an exhibition. A table on the street is not an exhibition. A chemist or health shop is a retail store. Remember, an exhibition is where we can safely, remember, we have to get permission from head office. We can safely display and sell our products. Not a table on the street, not a chemist or a health shop. Let's look at the consequences of non-compliance. Many FPOs have been suspended with a possibility of termination for breaching company policy by selling in prohibited locations. Remember, prohibited meaning not allowed. This is a very serious matter and can significantly impact the business. Let's look at positive selling locations. We don't like to talk about the negatives, but we do need to talk about them because we don't want you to mess up your business because you didn't know. So now let's focus on where you can display and sell our products. Products may only be sold or displayed in service-oriented establishments, such as hairdressers or barbershops, aloe gel, shampoo, conditioner, jelly, Gentleman's Pride, Aloe First. If you can think of another product that's used, please send us an email and we'll let you know whether it can or not. But these are the products that we know are used in hairdressers or barbershops. Beauty salons or spas, aloe gel, our skincare products, and we have various ranges of skincare, soaps, Forever HA, aloe moisturizing lotion, propolis cream. Gyms, aloe gel, freedom, heat lotion, MSM gel, Forever Move, bee pollen, ultralight shakes, RG Plus, C9, Fab. Look at all those products that you can safely display and sell at a gym. Dentists, tooth gel and aloe vera jelly. Veterinarians, tooth gel, jelly, heat lotion, aloe first, shampoo, conditioner. Bars, Fab as a mixer. Restaurants, aloe drinks sold by the glass, listed on the menu, as I've told you of my own experience. And let me give you, so to summarize, you cannot display or sell a C9 at a hairdresser. A C9 might make your hair look beautiful, but it's not part of a hairdressing trade. Or RG Plus at a beauty salon. Many FPOs have been suspended with a possibility of termination for doing this and being in breach of company policy. It is very serious and will kill the business. I cannot tell you how many times I have this reported to me. FBOs, we do need to work together to educate ourselves, our downlines, and FBOs. I once had a pharmacist phone me from Limpopo, somewhere up there. I've had a few, but this particular one, such a nice gentleman. He phoned me, he said, very excited, I've just joined a business, I'm so excited. Now tell me, can you send me some price lists because I'm going to be selling the products in my shop. I said, your shop? What shop have you got? He said, no, I'm a pharmacist, I have a chemist. And I had to say to him, I'm so sorry, sir. You're not allowed to do that. What? He said, I've heard so much about this business. And I said, did your sponsor inform you? The fact that you've got a shop, she surely knows. Did she inform you? No, she told me I can sell my stuff, put it on the shelf and sell it. Oh, FBOs, please don't do that. Please don't do that, because we have to phone them and ask them to remove all the stuff. And sometimes they play the game with us. They say the manager's not there, the pharmacist's not there. And so it goes on until eventually we contact our legal department in America. Do not put people, you're putting the business in such a bad light. Please don't do that. Rather contact us. If you're not sure, please contact us. Even health shops. You can't put gel in a health shop and say, oh, well, it's a health product. It's a retail store before it's a health shop. I hope this all makes sense. And I hope that we can work together. We do need to educate ourselves before we can educate our downlines and other FBOs. You can't give what you don't have. So make sure that you fill yourself up with all the knowledge before you pass it on to your downlines. And when you're recruiting a new person, I know, very excited to get that form signed, to get those 2 cc's towards your 4 cc's. But when it lands up, and then after that, we have to contact the person, they are despondent. They tell their friends, don't join that forever living company because they don't tell you everything. Be upfront, be honest. This is who we are. This is what we do. This is how we work. Okay, so now the next company policy training is going to be on the 6th of August. And the topic is going to be the exception report. Always a good topic, and many people don't know how it works, but we're not going to go there now. Mark the date in your diary, the 6th of August. And I think we're going to open up now for general questions. Let's see what our next screen says. Yes, it's time for general discussions and questions. So if you have anything you'd like to ask or anything you want to make sure of, anything we can help you with, now is the time. Chomotso. Hi, Chomotso. How can I help you?
Hi, Wendy. So my
Margaret.
problem now, I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine, my sweetheart. What can I do for you?
So my problem is that most of my downlines loses clients to people that sells on Take-A-Lot.
Let me tell you about Take-A-Lot. Yes, we've had complaints about Take-A-Lot. So let me tell you, very difficult right now, but about 2 years ago, we had something similar happen, and we contacted Take-A-Lot. The first lot of people we spoke to said it's not their problem. They provide the platform. It's for us to enforce our FBOs not to do this. And this is what the training's all about. But then a little while later, we phoned again, got through to another department, and they kindly worked with us. They contacted these people and told them, we're closing your platform. You can't do this anymore. We've been contacted by the company. Whether staff changed or whatever happened, now we do see the odd one. We have someone who checks on Take-A-Lot every couple of weeks, and we phone everybody there. Most of the people advertising are not FBOs. Out of 6 platforms, we found 2 FBOs. We contact them immediately. In fact, we contact them, suspend them all on the same day until they come to us and tell us and show us this is the letter they wrote Take-A-Lot to remove them, and then they've closed. There are 2 or 3 now that are not FBOs. We don't know anything about them. We've got a phone number from Take-A-Lot for them. We cannot get hold of them. They are not FBOs. So I don't know who they are. All I can think of is that there are FBOs who are perhaps asking these people to sell the product using another name. How we are going to get past that, I have no idea. But the same thing used to happen at Macro. We had the same thing with Macro. We got them to remove. We do the best we can. So while I understand, Khamotso, what you're doing, what's happening with your downline, we're doing the best we can with Take a Lot. We haven't had a complaint about Take a Lot for a couple of months now, but we are checking all the time. So if you see anything, take a screenshot, send it to us. We follow up with Take a Lot all the time. But the people that are there now are people we don't know. They're not FBOs.
Thank you so much, Wendy.
It doesn't solve your question, my sweetheart, but I hope it does give you some idea that we're working on this all the time.
Yes, much appreciated, Wendy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me see. Who's first? Ntabi Singh? No. Who's the next person? Oh, Utina. Are you there, Utina?
Yes,
Hello?
I'm here.
Is that
Hello.
you? Hi there. How can I help you, Utina?
Yeah, I also have a question. I'm also an FPO from Namibia.
Yes.
I noticed that there's a tooth gel sold in one of the pharmacy at 145. And
There's
now
a
my
tooth gel
colleague,
sold, a tooth gel sold in a pharmacy somewhere in Namibia.
yeah, but at the lower cost,
Yes, that's another thing. Not only are they
what
selling
the
it.
normal price is for customers.
Okay, can you send me a photograph or the name of the chemist where it's being sold, or as much information as you can? We'll try and contact the chemist first of all. If you know who the
Yeah.
FBO is that's doing this, we'll contact the FBO, but we'll contact the chemist. If you can go into the chemist and take a photograph of the tooth gels on the shelf, we can also see the price that way. This is what we get a lot, photos, and send it to us. We will contact the chemist, and if we can find the FBO, we'll contact the FBO.
Okay, thank you.
And we also will tell the chemist that if they don't take it off immediately, we'll get our legal department to contact them because they can close the chemist down.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, dear. Lerato, can I help you, Lerato? Hello, Lerato.
Hi, Margaret. Thank
dear.
you.
You're welcome. How can I help you?
I just wanted to know in terms of a pharmacy,
Yes.
if a dentist is allowed to display Alugel, why is the problem when a pharmacy is displaying an Alugel?
Okay, a pharmacy is a retail shop. Okay. A dentist is normally just a dentist on its own. So it will sell products that will help the dentistry trade. Tooth gel, jelly, I suppose gel to a point, yes. But the dentist, you walk in there because you've got a problem with your teeth. And he can only sell the products. It's what they call a service-oriented business. A chemist is not a service-oriented business. It's a retail store. The company policy specifically says retail store, no sales in a retail store. Your customer will go and buy something at the retail store instead of getting the gel from you because he happens to be in the mall. Most chemists are in a mall or a little shopping center of some kind. Does that answer your question, Lerato?
Not really, Margaret, because
Not what you
the
want to
dentist
hear.
also, yeah,
Because
because the dentist also can sell Alugel, and Alugel has nothing to do with the teeth. So that's my confusion.
That's what I'm saying to you. I didn't have aloe gel on my list of things that can be sold at a dentist. So when I said aloe gel, maybe the person is suffering from ulcers or something, or maybe they have cancer. I had a friend who had cancer, and her mouth started almost rotting inside. It was terrible. So I thought maybe if they've got something very bad, but I wouldn't put aloe gel at a dentist. I wouldn't. I would
Oh,
put.
okay. No, I
That's
see
what I
now
was
it's
saying to
jelly.
you. Jelly
Okay,
and
jelly,
tooth
not
gel.
gel. Yeah, but
Jelly,
you know,
because if you have a little gum boil or you've got a little inflammation in a gum, I've done it myself. Put jelly on there.
okay, yeah, okay. I think this one's just gonna cause dialogue and yeah, a long one. But my last point is just to say, in a pharmacy, we also we recommend based on trying to treat whatever ailment the patient will be presenting. So yeah, I'm just saying if you're saying a dentist can do tooth gel because they do it has to do with the teeth. I'm just saying when somebody comes to a pharmacy and you need to recommend something for them, you can also recommend not in a sense of just retailing the product, but because you're recommending something for an ailment. So yeah, I think that's another topic for another day. But thank you, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. Hi, Gabriela. I don't see Margaret here anymore. Let me just look for her. Maybe the network is a problem.
Okay.
Hi. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I
Can
think
I think we lost
Margaret-
Margaret.
Hi,
Hi.
everyone. It's John
Hi,
here,
Sis
your
Nosisa.
marketing manager. I just
Okay,
want to
guys,
let
can we
you,
listen to Jean? Can we
I
listen to
just want to
Jean?
let you know we've got very bad weather here in Cape Town. So I think they might have just lost some signal there for a while. Let's see if they reconnect. Let's just give them 2 minutes.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Jean.
everyone, for your
Okay,
patience.
Okay. I just wanted to speak to, whilst we're waiting for Margaret, I was listening to the conversation relating to pharmacies and dentists. I understand the dentist is a service-oriented thing. And then the pharmacy, the difference being the retail shop. I listened to all reasons given, and my final answer to why the products couldn't be, because Lerato did make sense, but the final answer to why the product couldn't be put on the shelves to protect the other FPOs and to not disadvantage, because I've been asking about this from my coach, and she's given that reason, and that made sense to me. Hello?
Deka? Who's the next person to speak to me? Hello.
Hi, Margaret. It's John here.
Hello, Jean. Thank you.
I told the FBOs that we've got very bad weather at the moment.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we just lost you there for a while, but yeah, you can continue. Thanks, Margaret.
Thank you, Jean. Can you all hear me, FBOs? I'm waiting for your questions. Hello.
Yes. Hi, Margaret. It's
Hello,
Yes,
dear.
we can hear you.
Who am I speaking to?
Nosisa Dube. I can't seem to raise my hand, my electronic hand, but I was just listening to your conversation with Lerato, the difference in allowing the dentist and
Yes.
the pharmacist.
Yes.
I think both of you make sense. I understand the dentist being a service-oriented business, and then the pharmacy being a retail shop. And at some point, I did think of Lerato's idea that actually it would be good to put it in pharmacies. But I understand now that her explanation made sense. But I understand that maybe the ultimate reason for not allowing this is the fact that you're protecting the business of other FPOs. It still, though, doesn't answer the fact that a hairdresser can also still put these products on their shelves.
Which
Because
products,
now,
my sweetheart? When you say a hairdresser can put,
now
what
remember,
products are you referring to specifically?
the products that are allowed, it's still the same thing.
Yes, but they are all used in the hairdresser. They're all used to do with hair.
Wouldn't that still disadvantage the business of other FPOs that would want to sell those hair products?
My sweetheart, look at the company policy. What does the company policy say? The company policy says it can be sold at a service-oriented. So meaning if you're a hairdresser, that's your orientation of your business, and you sell products pertaining to that. And a dentist sells products pertaining to his business. Does that make sense? And a gym sells products pertaining to that business. That's why I said you can't put a C9 in a hairdresser, and you can't put RG plus, let's say, in a bar. You know what I mean? A RG plus is very much a gym product, a health product. But you can't put and a C9 is a health product. That's different. You can't put a health product in a hairdresser. I once got photos of a furniture shop with rows of C9 in the window. It's just, you see, that's what I'm trying to say.
I understood the service. I understood the service orientation. It's just that the pharmacy, I suppose the pharmacy is because it's a retail shop. It's not.
It's a retail. So let's say if we put it in pharmacies, then we can put it in Clicks, Pick and Pay, Dis-Chem, ShopRite. Checkers, they all have health bars. So why do we need FPOs? FPOs will go right out the picture, and there goes your business.
That's very true. Okay. I understand.
Okay, can we agree then? That's wonderful, as long as we agree. Okay. Any more questions? We're waiting for more questions, my angel. Thank you. I really appreciate this discussion. What about optometrists? Now, the optometrist is normally an eye specialist. And what would you give an optometrist? This is something new, but we have eye vision. And I can't think of anything else. If an optometrist is listening, then maybe they can tell us. I only know about the eye vision. I'm not quite sure.
Optic C.
Optic C. You see, I don't know that, but if you can tell me that Optic C, you've got to be careful because you can't make medical claims either. You've got to put, there's a disclaimer that America have sent us disclaimers. You've got to be able to have proof, like you've had laboratory tests and things like that done to say, yes, Optic C definitely does affect the eyes. We know eye vision does. So always send us an email. And you know what we do, if we have a question, like someone said, can an optometrist sell eye vision and Optic C? I send it to product inquiries in the UK. That's where we get all our information from. So there's always an answer. There's always an answer.
Sorry, Margaret, just to add on that. Hello speaking. Now that we're discussing about the I think maybe the aloe first, because it can also be used as an eye wash. But I know
sorry, I missed it. The aloe.
The aloe first.
Aloe first. Ooh, can you imagine how that will burn your eyes, eh? We used to have a staff member that suffered with styes. And she used to rub aloe jelly into the bottom eyelid, you know, where the sty was in her eye. I don't know about aloe first, but send me an email just to get confirmation from product inquiries to see if there've been any laboratory tests. You know, everything has to be done. We are an international company and we protect, we don't make false claims. If we've got confirmation from a source that we know is reliable, our own people. Remember, we have 4 scientists working for us. They were introduced to us a year or 2 ago. And those are the people that will answer our questions, my sweetheart. So I'm not prepared to say yay or nay. Aloe first in the eye, maybe, but someone might come and say, prove it for me. Where did you get this information from? And the disclaimers always say, this product has not been tested, or it has been tested, and it does not cure or control any diseases, or, you know, you must read the disclaimers. So we have to be very careful. We do everything with integrity here. But I like the questions. So send me an email and I'll send it to product inquiries and we'll find the right answer.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my sweetheart. Any more questions?
It's a very insightful discussion.
Yes, I think
Hi,
all of
Mark.
you are. I'm so happy that we can all learn together. Who's this? Melissa?
Hi, Margaret.
Yes.
Hi. Sorry, I can't raise my hand up. I don't know why. But it's Bridget here. I just
Hi,
want
Bridget.
to thank you. Hi, everybody. I just want to go back to the point with regards to the optometrists. Which other products can they load? And we spoke about eye vision, and somebody else mentioned Arctic Sea, right? Now, are we not then maybe in some of these instances allowed to refer back to our head to toe pamphlet? Because on the head to toe, if you look at the list, it will say if you need to recommend stuff for the eyes, you will give a percent, for example, eye vision, Arctic Sea, Forever Daily, and it lists different products there. Can we not use that as a reference point?
I think we could, but I'd like to check it out. Remember that top to toe pamphlet and banner came out quite a few years ago, and we update with information all the time. So if you want to know that, send me an email and I will find out from the powers that be if anything have changed on the top to toe pamphlet. A good question. Thank you, Bridget.
Pleasure. Thank you.
There was another question I saw. Millicent Mateta. Let me see. Can I type my question? Are we allowed to enter into contracts maybe with clinics and supply bulk? That I don't think so, because you see, remember when you say supply bulk, you can't, nobody can do an email, an order for more than 25 cc's at one time. And if they want to sign a contract, they're going to want to have the laboratory tests, they're going to have to want all those things. So I don't think it's a good idea, but if you want to pursue it, send us an email and I'll send it off, because we've many times, somebody years ago wanted to do something like that with clicks under a business entity thing, but a business entity also only 2 shareholders. I'm sure Clicks has more than 2 shareholders. Maybe the clinic also has more than 2 shareholders. We have to make sure that we do everything exactly the way we're supposed to do it. Let me see here. Is that answer your question, Millicent? Maybe Millicent's not there anymore. Okay, let's see. My bricks. Is it possible for physiotherapists to sell the aloe heat lotion she bought from an FBO? Yes, you know, my daughter-in-law is a physiotherapist in Dubai, and she phoned me one day and she said she has a patient who swears by our Forever Move. She wants the Forever Move, but my daughter-in-law doesn't sell it. The lady, she said, where do you get the Forever Move? And they buy it from the office. She's an FBO. And my daughter-in-law wanted some more information on the Forever Move. So I gave her the information that I had, and she said, this lady says she cannot go without Forever Move. So I don't know whether physiotherapists will want to buy the product. Remember, if they buy it, unless the physiotherapist is an FBO and they can sell it at the retail price. But if they buy it as a customer, they're going to be buying it at retail price. So what are they going to sell it at? They can't sell it at anything more than the retail price. Difficult question. Not difficult, but something to think about. I don't think physiotherapists will buy Move because it's very expensive. And then unless the physiotherapist is an FBO. And remember, a physiotherapist is also just a private practicing room that you go into. There's no window displays, and there's it's not a shop. It's not a retail shop. It's a service-oriented office. So if I think about it, my daughter-in-law knows about heat lotion and MSM and Forever Move. That's what she knows about. So I think they would be allowed to have it in their office and offer it, but whether they will buy it from an FBO, I think if the physiotherapist is an FBO, it would be easier. Does that answer your question, my sweetheart? Hello, does that make sense? To me, did you want to ask a question, love?
Yes,
Okay, darling, how can I help you?
thank you very much. I joined a bit late. Could you just summarize on the take a lot matter so that I can give feedback to my downline? Just a short summary on take a lot.
Okay, that was our very first question today on Take a Lot. I said to you, we haven't had any complaints for the last few months on Take a Lot, but about 2 years ago, we did have a lot of complaints. We contacted them. At first, they were not interested. They said they provide a platform. It's for us to train and teach our FPOs not to sell their products on Take a Lot, which is why we have these trainings. I mean, people are just doing it because they see a gap and they see, oh, for all my product, I can sell my product quickly. So that is the first response we got. But then we called them a little while later and we got through to the right people, obviously, that were very helpful. And they said that they would contact all the people that are doing this. And sorry, just hold on a moment. Can you phone and tell you're busy doing the Zoom? Sorry, my assistant here just is needed somewhere else, but we're going to continue right here. I'm sorry, to me, we'll talk for as long as we can. Okay, so the second people said, okay, they contacted all the people that were advertising on Take a Lot, and they contacted them and told them, we're removing your name from our platform. So that all stopped. They were very good. And so for about 2 years, we had no problem. And then suddenly, a few months ago, it all started. And we managed to get the names and the numbers, contact numbers of people that are advertising or selling on Take a Lot. We have phoned every single one of them. Not all of them are FBOs. Those that are FBOs, we contacted them and suspended them on the same day and told them, you've got X amount of time to remove this. And if it's not done within 7 or 14 days, we were going to terminate them. And they did. They then came back with apologies, and we got a letter to confirm that they had taken their site. We are checking Take a Lot every couple of weeks to check if they're new names. The people that were selling on Take a Lot a few weeks ago were not FBOs. So I don't know where they're getting the product from. We are guessing that it is FBOs that is saying to a friend or a family member, go and put this on Take a Lot under your name or under another name. And they don't even answer the phone. So Take a Lot is a challenge. And that's why we have Zoom training like this, so that we can teach people. And the important thing is that when you do the training, especially with new people, you need to tell them that they cannot sell. If you read the company policy, it says you cannot sell on any e-commerce site. So people are really messing with our business. But for now, we haven't had any complaints for the last couple of months. So I just hope that it dies when people find they can't do this. But thank you for that question. Okay, let me see. There's a typed out something here from Jaquino Mello. I've seen aloe drinks and toothpaste at a local pharmacy. Our local gym refused for me to display fitness products, but only allowed flyers. Okay, so I need a photograph of the toothpaste at that local pharmacy. So, and I need the name and the contact number and as many details as I can about the pharmacy so that we can contact the pharmacy. With regard to the local gym, that's the gym's prerogative. The gym decides whether they want you to display the products or whether they only want you to have flyers there. So if they allow you the flyers, you cannot break their rules. Yeah, it's up to the gym whether they allow you to do that or not. Okay, I see something here from Komotso. Aloe lip. Komotso, are you there? What are you saying about aloe lips? I don't know if Komotso is there. I'm not quite sure. Komotso doesn't seem to be there. Okay. Coach Mbali, Eye Vision and Arctic Sea. Okay, that I've got down already as a inquiry. Okay, who's next? John Fleming, Dr. Nzaki. Thank you. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Are there any more? With regards to suspension versus termination, the consequences of termination, is the FPO able to come back to business or it's permanently terminated? It depends what reason for the termination. If someone is terminated, if you read the company policy, it says they have to write us a letter of motivation, giving us a reason. We go and find out why they were terminated. They have to give us a letter of motivation. And then it's for the executive committee to decide whether they can come back or not. Termination is actually very, very serious. Hope that answers your questions also. Okay, one raised hand. I don't know who is that Dubé, the lady? NFR Zoom 11, who's that?
That's me, Margaret.
Hi, I thought I recognized your little name, your title. Yes,
So-
dear, how can I help you? Oh, is your name Mrs. Dubé?
Yes,
No?
it's
Yes, okay.
So is there anything, I don't know if I'm just getting off topic here, but is there anything that we should not be doing regarding advertising on social media?
Yes, advertising. There is something about advertising in the company policy. Everything you want to advertise. We did this in our compliance training in February when it came to advertising, the things you can say, the things you can show. So
Okay.
you can only use text as found in FLP literature. So if you have a brochure that the company put out, or you have, we used to have a, what did we call that book with our products, like a product manual? Anything copied that the companies put out, you can use that. Anything else, if you want to make your own poster, whatever, you have to send it to FBO support at forever.co.za for approval. Everything has to be approved. Everything. Is there anything else? There you are. There's Jean Fleming telling you where to find branding and what you can use. And okay, now, does that answer your question, Mrs. Dubé?
Yes, it does.
Okay. To me, did you hear my response to you earlier? I think you might have left. I don't know. Kathy, I've asked if he's allowed to sell in the mall corridor. Like, no, 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 no. We discussed that right at the very beginning. Nowhere near a shopping mall. A table in a shopping mall is not an exhibition. No, absolutely not. I think all these these trainings are being recorded. Please, when we are done, go to YouTube and look up today's one and listen to this from the very beginning. Absolutely not. Not anywhere near a shopping mall. Okay. Our time is up. We've actually gone over time. Are there any other questions? Otherwise, we're going to close the meeting. If there's anything else you want to ask, please send us an email. We're here to assist you, or contact us on the WhatsApp number. I'll give it to you again, 064 636 8968. Thank you so much for your participation. Oh, okay. Someone's saying, because I've known this stand in the mall ever since, even before. Can you take a photo of that for me, please? Send it to me. Send me a photo of that and what the name of the mall and as much information as you can. If we can't go and visit the mall, actually. Ask them for a business card so that we can see the name of the FBO. But otherwise, we'll contact the mall management, and our legal office in America will tell them we'll close you down if you don't get rid of that person. We've done that again. Okay, here is the WhatsApp number, everyone. 064 636 8968. That is the WhatsApp number. I hope you all got that. There we go. Thank you, Dr. Nsaki. Appreciate your help. Always interesting. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciated your participation. And we'll talk again about another topic, exception report on the 6th of August. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.
Thanks, Margaret. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you, Maggie.
You're welcome, my sweetheart. Bye.
Thank you. Very informative.
You're welcome.